wasn't too emotional for me. Had a few family members tearing up after went out to the game. We had went out there, took some pictures and stuff, but for us, we on a mission. So like Coach told us before we went out, don't get too emotional because we still got some games to play.
So it seemed like you took your time sort of going in at the end of the game. Were you sort of trying to take a lot of that in and go high-five what was that like at the end?
It was fun. It still really hasn't sunk in fully that was my last home game. So, like I said, we went out there after the game with my family. We went out to the 50-yard line, just standing on that Alabama A. So, I mean, it's going to be something I always remember in my life. So I'm happy I made this choice.
What would you say is your most favorite memory of playing in Bryant Stadium?
Oh, when I got my first interception against Florida my freshman year and ran it back for a touchdown. So, I mean, that's a good way to start your freshman year off.
Was it hard for them to keep you on the sidelines for this game in the second half?
I tried to sneak back in one more play, but Coach kind of told me no, so I just took it how it was and went and sat down by the little heaters because it was cold.
Yeah, it looked like you had your helmet on the whole time.
Yeah.
You're trying to sneak back in with that?
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about your relationship with Nick and Terry Saban? Coach was talking about how it was emotional for him too. I mean, what kind of role have they had in your life?
Well, as far as Miss Terry, she pretty much keeps on Coach Saban in check when he's not with us. So she always, every time we had a dinner or anything, she was always the one there to meet everybody and say the team prayer. So she always made her mark as far as like the football wise. But with Coach Saban, he does a great job, especially all the young players, and being a role model for them and making sure they're doing the right things. Because really, he care about you more as a man than more as a football player. Because that's one thing he always said with crew that he want when you leave here 20, 30 years down the road after you playing football, he wants you to be a great man too.
Okay, we've waited long enough. How much you been thinking about Auburn in the last few minutes?
I haven't really been thinking about it that much, but like in the back of my head though, like if we keep winning, if they keep winning, this game gonna be even bigger than what it already is. So we put ourselves in a great position to do something great again, and we got to make sure that we don't let all this hype and all this other stuff get too far in our head. Because at the end of the day, we still got to practice like we've been doing every other game.
I'm kind of glad that you didn't have an open date this week with that one looming.
Yeah,
get 1 week.
I prefer bye weeks like early in the season because you kind of get the feel of things, and at the end, like when towards the end of the season, you just kind of want to keep going. You don't want to have a bye week, kind of lose a little bit of momentum. You just want to keep playing and keep playing. So I mean, Coach worked out the schedule well, like he always do.
When did you guys finally get to see what happened in the Auburn game last week?
Well, I heard that they won, but I didn't hear how they won. So actually, when we was driving back from Starkville, we actually saw it on ESPN. So I mean, that was a crazy way to lose the game, and a crazy way to win the game. So congrats to them.
Have you been paying attention to them much all this season? Is that the team you look out for?
Well, I like to watch a lot of teams play. So I mean, I've seen them play a few times, but I mean, I really watching as a football fan, but not more as a scouting thing or nothing like that. So I was just watching them play.
Isn't the offense you just saw today doesn't have some resemblance to what they do?
Yeah, some things, some formations, a few plays that they do, but this it's the Iron Bowl, so we got to be ready for anything, and we're gonna go in with the right mindset to get ready for it.
You kind of excited to your last Iron Bowl to mean so much both ways?
Oh yeah, I mean, especially if you come out to win, it's gonna be a great atmosphere. It's always loud when we go there and play, so I mean, it's gonna be a fun game to remember.
How much family do you have with you today?
Man, I don't know. I can't even count. For this year, it's been deep every game, away and home. But I mean, it was good to see all my family from Mobile all the way to Chicago. So they always show me support since my freshman year. So I have fun with them.
What do you think Murray Smith